Today we're going to be going over some news that AMC Stock just got that could send it higher soon. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of how many shares of AMC you have, and then also consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. But with all that out of the way, let's get straight into our video for today on AMC or AMC Entertainment. So here we are on WSBtrackers.com. Again, we are not sponsored by WSBtrackers.com. I simply use this in order to get this overall sentiment of the Wall Street Bets community all in one place. So basically, Wall Street Bets Trackers just tracks which or how many times a certain ticker symbol is said inside of Wall Street Bets, the subreddit, and then it divides it up and sees which stock is actually being talked about the most. So as you can see here, if we take a look, AMC is normally at the top because AMC is talked about more than even GameStop. So you can see here that they're normally in the teens, but today they're actually being talked about 21% of the time here on July 31st, which is good enough to be double any other stock that is being talked about on Wall Street Bets so far. So that is something very interesting to see, but that is not the news for today. Neither is this, but we also like to take a look at StockTwits.com. This is also not sponsored by StockTwits, and you can see how active a stock is on StockTwits, and you can see here that AMC is the most active stock on StockTwits as well. So a lot of people are talking about AMC, but that is something that is pretty normal with AMC at this point. So actually we can see here that this is going to be our news for today. So a giant fund scooped up AMC stock and bought Tilray and Carnival, but really what we're worried about is AMC stock. You can see here, this is from Barron's.com. You can see that New Jersey's underfunded state penitentiary made major changes, blah, blah, blah. State of New Jersey Common Pension Fund D, the pension's the largest fund by assets, initiated a position on AMC Entertainment Holdings. Now, this is some interesting news because this is something that doesn't really happen too often, is big funds taking positions on AMC if they don't have to, because AMC is at a pretty high premium for where its fair value is at. But it's just something very, very interesting to see that a big fund took a position on AMC as well as Tilray and Carnival, which are two other kind of meme stocks, but they're not really meme stocks. But yeah, basically the pension bought 229,000 AMC shares in the second quarter, and it hadn't owned any of the shares before, so they obviously might see something that we might not. They then talk about how AMC skyrocketed over 27 times in value in the first quarter, powered by individual investors, but now big funds are getting into AMC. So what do they know that we don't? This is something that is definitely worth speculating on, but at the end of the day, it is still speculation. But it is good that big funds like this are getting 229,000 AMC shares when it hadn't previously owned it. So they must see something good in this stock that maybe some other funds don't, and maybe we could see some more funds getting into it in the future. The rest of the article is pretty much just talking about how it bought more Alibaba, Carnival, and Tilray, but really all we needed to know about was for this video was AMC. Now we can get into some of the technical analysis. So previously we were on WeBull before, but for some other circumstances we actually can't go on WeBull anymore. We'll talk about that more at a later date. But we did talk about how they were trading between about $50 and $65. I'm sure if you guys have been subscribers for a long time, you would know what I'm talking about. But they had a resistance line at about that $65 mark and a support line at that $50 mark. We said at that time that if they broke through the support, then we'd be in a bearish trend. If they broke through the resistance, we'd be in a bullish trend. Well, actually on the start of July, they broke through that bearish trend that I was talking about, that support line, and they broke below it, and I said, hey, we're in a bearish trend. It's confirmed now, and ever since then we have been on a downward trend, but over the past couple of about a week, we have seen some consolidation, and we seem to be staying above this $30 support line pretty well at this point. So we have pretty good support here at this $30 line, but going into next week, because I'm sure this is what you guys want to hear about, what do we have to be watching for going into next week? So here's what you guys should be watching for. I would not want to go below the support line of $30. This is our new support line. If they go below $30, we could be heading back to, sadly, about $18, which would be a ton more in losses, over 50% drops in losses. But if we can stay above $30 for the next week or so, then we could start a bullish trend back up. And you never want to count the AMC apes out, and that is the only thing that keeps me, like, I know that AMC isn't worth $37 fair value, but the fact that we have all these AMC ape investors that will never sell makes me want to value AMC even higher. But we do have this resistance line at about $46. If we can get above that resistance, I think we start a bullish trend back up. So here we are again. We have another $15 gap where we don't know which way we're going to be heading, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish. If we can get above that $46 resistance line, I think that we will be in a new bullish trend. If we go below that $30 support line, then sadly, I think we will be starting a new bearish trend all the way down to about $18. If we get above that resistance line, we could be heading back to about that $50 to $53 range, but it really matters on whether it's going to keep consolidating and keep going down in this bearish trend below $30, or whether it's going to go above that resistance. Now, any catalyst could really send AMC going. It literally could just be one guy on Wall Street Bets saying, hey, everyone, let's buy today, and then everyone listening to him. At the end of the day, we just have to do our best as investors to kind of look at this as an unemotional type of, look at it unemotionally and just think, what is going to actually happen with this stock? Now, remember, guys, once again, $46 resistance line, we break that, we are in a bullish trend. $30 support line, if we break that, we're in a bearish trend, and that's what you have to be looking out for. I'm probably going to put a stop loss at $29 for my very, very, very small position, and then if, because I would not want to be in it if it went below $30, but if we can get above $46, then I'll probably be holding, because I think we could start a new bullish trend back up, and it overall for the past few weeks does not look too shabby, doesn't look too bad, but they do have earnings coming up on, I believe, August 4th, so that could be a catalyst coming up, and I've heard some rumblings that this could be an okay or even good earnings call. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for today. If I did miss anything, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you guys, but that's pretty much going to be it. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe on the video, and consider turning on post notifications, as it really helps out the growth of the channel. But my name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.